In this video, I'm going to show you to create cart and checkout pages for WooCommerce. In most cases, these are created automatically. You can double check this by going to Pages. And if you have WooCommerce installed, you should have a cart page, maybe more than one if you're messing around like I am, and a checkout page, also maybe more than one. But when you first install WooCommerce, you get one of each. If you're having problems with these pages or they're not loading and not appearing, chances are there was some kind of problem when WooCommerce was trying to create these and it didn't create the pages for you. So I'm going to show you how to fix that right now. Simply go to Add a Page, give it a title like Cart. Then we're going to add a shortcode down here. This page has a bunch of WooCommerce shortcodes, and creating the cart is simply a shortcode. So the shortcode list right here, the first one is WooCommerce Cart. This displays the cart page. We have WooCommerce Checkout, that displays the checkout page. WooCommerce My Account displays the My Account page. The power of having this be a shortcode is you can put it in so many places inside of WordPress, including page builders, including Gutenberg, including various other places. So we're going to just copy this, and we're going to add a block. We're going to look up shortcode and paste it in right there. I'm going to call this cart 2. You just call this cart on yours. I'm going to call it cart 2 so we can differentiate it from the other carts on the site. Let's publish this, and we're going to view this page, and it should be just a regular cart. An empty cart, mind you. Actually, it might not be empty. I added a product to it in the last video. So here's the cart page, cart 2, and the shortcode just pulls in all the stuff that WooCommerce needs to create that cart page. It's pretty sweet. The checkout page, the shortcode's right here. Quite similar, also pretty simple. Let's create the checkout page. Go to Add a Page again. I'm going to call this one Checkout 2. Again, you should call it just Checkout if you're replacing pages existing on your site. I just want to use that to differentiate the one we're building from ones that exist already. Before we carry on with this tutorial, we got to talk about user consent because it's a big deal. Your customers want to know what data is being collected, whether it's being shared with third parties, and how it's being used. That kind of transparency builds trust, and trust matters when you're trying to turn visitors into customers. That's why this video is sponsored by Usercentrics. Their flagship product, CookieBot, helps you manage consent clearly and professionally on your website with customizable banners, support for 60+ languages, automated blocking of non-essential services until consent is given, and easy integration with popular CMS platforms like WordPress. It's also Google certified and IAB certified, which is a big deal if you care about privacy, compliance, and marketing performance. Plus, you get analytics and even A/B split testing tools to help improve consent rates. You can start with a 14-day free trial, no credit card required, and paid plans start at just $8 per month. Check out the link in the description for more information about CookieBot. I also have a playlist with a handful of CookieBot videos that I've linked to in the description as well. And now let's get back to the tutorial. Going to add the shortcode widget again and paste that in, publish and publish. And let's view this page, and it's not there. What happened? There's a setting inside of WooCommerce where you have to attach these pages to the appropriate location. I'll show you where that is. So let's go back out to the main dashboard. Let's go to WooCommerce and then Settings, then click on Advanced, and then you'll see the section called Page Setup. This is where we want to be. We assign a cart page right here. We assign a checkout page right here. You can assign a My Account page, Terms and Conditions page. You get the idea. So let's add the cart page. I'm going to add cart 2 because that's the one we created. Let's add the checkout page, checkout 2 in this case. There it is. And then save changes. Now if we go back to the page for checkout 2 that wasn't loading properly a minute ago, it should be loading properly now. So let's find checkout 2. I'm going to command click or control click on view to open it in a new tab. And there's the checkout page now. So that likely happened because I have multiple of the checkout pages. This won't be a problem on your end, but you might still have to go into those WooCommerce settings to set the page specifically to what you want it to go to. Now what else can we do on these pages? That's nice that we can make them, but can we customize them? Turns out we can. Even just in the Gutenberg Editor, there's some options we have. So if we go back to our pages, over there already, right, go to the cart page, cart number 2. Let's click on Edit. We're going to customize this with another shortcode to add a section below the cart And that's from this page right here. The example they give here is random sale items. Let's copy this shortcode, see if we have sale items on the store. Save that and refresh this page. Now it should show items that are on sale down below. And it does, just picks random ones that are on sale. We got a headline. Let's make this H4. You may also like, and let's move this up above to there. And that could be customers also bought, or lots of different options for what this heading could be, or no heading at all. And this add your new text, that's from a previous video. So this is the add to cart button. But the video shows you how to change the text on the add to cart button, and I was being witty adding it to this. So I'm just gonna fix that really quick. Just delete this part of the code. If you wanna see that video, I'll link to it in the description and the card up above. So refresh this page, now it should go back to add your cart. There it is, or add to cart, I mean. So that's a bunch of different ways you can customize the cart page. Some of them work better than others. And the checkout page, there's not too much customization possible without getting deep into the code or using plugins. But the fact that it's now a one-page checkout, and you place your order right here, and the total slides down with you on the right-hand side, that's pretty great. That's a good looking checkout. So I hope this video helps you. If it does, like and subscribe and let me know. Then check out this video on your screen right now, which is the video on how to customize your add to cart buttons. Probably the most important button on your site. So check out that video and I'll see you there.